Good morning with you. It's Fatboy Fadeway, episode 257. Got everybody back in the house. We were just joking right before we came in on about it'd be funny if you could listen to some of our pregame shows once in a while. Different type of show. The post games. The post games are over in 2 seconds. That I'll say most of the time. But the pregame a little bit more chatter there. Brian, we're back at it. It's Super Bowl week. I want to get your thoughts on that, or maybe you don't care at all. So I want to get your thoughts on that going into next Sunday. Tyler, I want to kind of get your thoughts on. I got one, I think, really good college basketball question for you. And then Casey, I have a game for you guys coming for basketball here after we talk a little Warriors to get us started. Johnson, how we doing out there? How was the week?
It was good. Somebody got let go at my company. I guess they kind of got he was becoming problematic. So it came to a point where he kept saying he was going to retire earlier. So they just like kind of pushed him out. So I showed up to work and I saw him taking his stuff out of his company car. So I'm going to be the main guy at the company. So it's just going to be a lot more work and more job security. So I like that.
Brian, I got to ask you a question about the coworker real quick. The guy that you let go. He said that it sounded like something like if you don't give me more money or something like that, I'm gonna retire. Like, so this guy pulled out like the Michael Jordan card. We're going last dance. Like, we're gonna go. Either you're sticking with me or you're not. Or what was the? I'm just curious about that point.
There's certain things he just wouldn't do, and it was kind of giving the company a headache. So they just kind of
get out of here. They said on it. They threw him over the top rope. Shout out to Royal Rumble this Saturday.
And I feel like I'm like a really hard worker, so it kind of gave them the flexibility to kind of say bye to the other guy.
Goodbye. Na, 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 na. Hey. Goodbye, Brian's thinking that on the way.
What'd you say on the way out, Brian?
Yeah, Brian's just like
on the way out. He's like, "Take your change, you filthy animal."
Leave it out of there. T, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Brian, you getting a company car? You got to demand that sucker if you're taking over his job.
Yeah, I'm getting a nicer company car now. So.
Oh wow, treating you like royalty. That's awesome.
Gets free dinner at Red Lobster.
I feel like Brian, he's turning in maybe the new Cody Rhodes.
I guess I played the chill, hard working role. And in previous companies, I've kind of been more vocal, and I did the opposite. And I feel like it worked out in my favor finally. So,
right. I like that you use the word chill here because as we get into some topics here, I would say at times you're not always chill with your favorite team at times, and I would say that none of us are. So as we start to talk that, I would say a team Tyler's not been very chill this year. It is the Golden State Warriors. He loves himself some Steven, but it was been very harsh on this team. But then the rumors come out this week that maybe Giannis, it seems like it's picking up a little bit more steam. I mean, obviously, we'd all be a fan of that. That gives a Curry a little window. I guess why Tyler is. Who goes for him though? Like, what would
the guy from ESPN said the Warriors have the best offer on the table? So
is that the kiss of death? Tyler.
I mean, if we're giving up somebody, I hope it's Draymond. I can't do the Draymond thing anymore. The podcasting, I've had enough. But as far as getting Giannis, yeah, that'd be stupendous. We're doing something. Blow it up or do something like this, the opposite end of the spectrum. I didn't think they had enough. I'm shocked that like Windhorse is reporting we have the best offer. I'm like, that seems crazy, but I guess we will be bad once these guys leave probably. So the draft picks might be worth more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat. I give up everybody except for Steph. And I don't I guess you need, I mean, I wouldn't want to give up Pods, but I think he'd have to be in the deal because of who he is. I don't know what does the deal look like? You obviously have to give up the
Butler.
I've been hearing Butler. I mean, I guess he becomes a tradable asset next year when he has 1 year left on his deal, and it's a lot of money. But I don't know what that does for the Bucks.
I know they're going to want Moody and Kuminga. I would think those are the top two.
Absolutely. But how's that the best offer?
Because the other one is because the Heat can offer Khalil Ware and Tyro Hero. So I mean, I don't know.
That's a perfect Bucks player.
25 win team.
Yeah, Bucks player there. I don't. I mean, the idea that just. I would get it. I mean, from a business side, you're like Butler, man. Sorry, you're out. That would suck. Like just for him, the total turn of events in like a 2-week little run there. Where
he got his money. He got his 2-year
He did
contract.
get his money. He did get his money. So the Warriors can't feel bad about that. That's for sure. So I mean, obviously, if they get Giannis, that changes the game.
No, absolutely.
Especially if they can keep Green, just because now they have some extra defense to go with a bigger guy, which I've always said is what's going to make him valuable more than him being the best defender. Like if they have a guy bigger than him, despite the headaches, that's going to give you the best team on the court right now if you can keep those three. But that might not be able to. That might not happen. But I would think the Bucks would just say, "Hey, if you give me Butler, Kuminga, Moody, and 4 first-round picks, and you know what, maybe we'll even take Quentin Post from you. Then we'll, you know what I mean? Then maybe that gets it done. I don't know. That doesn't seem
charity?
That doesn't seem like a strong. That doesn't seem like a strong trade offer, in my opinion.
I feel like you're giving them a good amount of draft choices, right?
I mean, Mikal Bridges just went for 5 first-round picks. I don't understand how we're getting them for 4 and
you're getting Kuminga.
You're
getting Kuminga
and
Jimmy Butler
and Moody. I guess you're getting some young guys who you hope are just being held back, but I think we've watched enough of them to realize
I
they
hope
have a limited upside.
I hope they don't get rid of Will Richard.
I guess my question for you guys is if you did get him, could you make a deep playoff run?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes. Because then we have at least somebody who compete. I would say they wouldn't go in as I don't know. I mean, you get Giannis and Curry together, they figure out a little pick and roll action. Like I said, you're able to keep Draymond. You now have like another defender then you have a guy that can protect the paint, which they don't have. It's like, okay, now you're real. Oh, wait, you can dump and down once in a while. Yeah, you're in real business. With Giannis, if you could keep those three together. And if it's Curry, let's just say it's just Curry and him, it still would be favorable. I just usually the two team tandem doesn't get the job done anymore.
I mean, they would basically be playing like 4-on-4. And I trust Giannis playing 4-on-4 because Curry, I mean, you can't fall off. So he's basically, you're basically 4-on-4. So
games are a little longer with his free throw approach too, so you get a little bit more time.
Get to walk around the arena a little bit.
But look at this long term. Do you have any oh man, he's a 31-year-old. He is built like an Adonis. But
I don't like the idea of trading that many first-round picks.
Kind of break down at times. And Giannis' game might not age well if he loses his athleticism because he's not the greatest shooter. Like his game is going downhill. And he is getting, 31, still young. He's still in his prime. For this year, it'll be great. Even next year and the year after that will be. But it does get a little worrisome.
That's all we want with Curry. I think that's all we want is what you said. That
for Curry,
just 3 years. Yeah. Just we'll suck for another 12 years after. Or Joe's so arrogant. He'd probably be like, "We're back. We're gonna start." He'll think he'd be like, "We're." So I say you like kind of what you've been begging for.
No, I'm not upset about it.
Either
take this in a second.
Blow it up or just make this 2-year run with Curry. And maybe next year's your last shot. Realistically, it might be next year could be your last shot.
I saw comments on Twitter about it, and people were having doubts, and like Adam Darwish was like cooking them, like coming back. I thought that was great, man. I did.
Adam, everybody wants him on there.
Well, Adam's just on a high right now. He's in the Patriots. He doesn't know what he's
if they played in the dome, they'd be better. If they played in the dome, they would have been a better game. Real quick on the last thing I had for the Warriors, or maybe 2-part here is, do you think Kerr's last year depends on them making a trade for Giannis? So let's say they go this year, they don't really, they trade for, I don't know, just a mid-level player to kind of
Wiggins.
Yeah, we get Wiggins back. So that's a good one. So if we get Wiggins back, more than likely, obviously they're a first-round exit. Maybe they pull off an upset, but they're probably not going any farther than that. Does Kerr's last year depend on them making a big trade for the Greek Freak?
In what way? Like if he wants to come back, or if they'll fire him?
Meaning like I don't think they would fire him. I don't. I think it's up to him. I just wonder if he's like, well, I've kind of pushed this boat as far as I can. I like being a part of the franchise, but like we just don't have that second guy that like we realistically can kind of win a championship with. I don't know. When you have Jokic in your conference, it's going to be tough until you get a guy that can take care of him. So I don't know. It just seems like I don't know. He feels a little fatigued to me.
No, he looks a little fatigued. Like he feels like he aged 10 years in the last 3 years. Like before, he was like, oh, aging gracefully, and then all of a sudden, all right, losing does take a toll. But I do think he'll just, as long as Curry wants him around, I think he enjoys coaching Curry so much and being like part of that legacy. I think he'd stick around until Curry says, "Man, I'm done."
Yeah.
If Curry wants him around, if Curry ever was like, "Yeah, maybe we can."
What would keep him around more? What would keep him around more? Trading for Giannis or trading Draymond? He's like, I don't have to deal with that stress anymore every morning anymore. It's like I don't even care if I win 12 games. It's like I'm good with that at that point. I guess the trade deadline's next week. Is that I get up this morning, I see the Kings made a trade for Hunter, and it's like I guarantee with Brian how they give you the grades of the whatever the trade was. Like, all right, this team got an A, B, C. I look and I'm like, I highly doubt the Kings are going to be very high. Yep, a C again. The Kings always look like they're such a weird franchise, man. They're just like it's such a weird franchise with that.
Man,
I don't even know
maybe that's why they're selling tickets at Costco.
Don't hate Costco.
You're raping on the Giants when you do that. And I don't like it. And they sell tickets at Costco.
They got with it. All right, hey, I got kind of
can I do my NBA fact of the week?
Brian, let me just finish one King statement, then go to the fact. The Kings are just a bad for. They're not weird. They're just terrible. Like, you know what they are. They just don't make good moves. They're inept. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they have to figure something out. I don't know how they do it.
They're like the Warriors when they were like really bad and they like made a trade, and like not saying these guys are like to that level, but it was like when we got like Larry Hughes, they're like, man, this is a game changer, and it's like Zach LaVine's not a game changer. Like, I'm sorry, like Russell Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan, it's not like they're bad players. It's just like they don't. Everyone's just getting points. Like it's just like, or they try. Like it's not like there's no offense. It's just
they literally
go get a bucket. And you're like, all right. And then,
nice, good play.
They had two top 10 point guards in the whole NBA, and now they have Dennis Schroeder, and they just traded. They just traded him.
They used to be good for like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. It's nuts.
Yeah, they beat the Warriors.
Darren's boy DeMontis, what happened?
Give me, I'd still take him.
I would take DeMontis.
So the deadline's next week. Brian, your fact of the week.
This NBA Peacock experience just has not worked out. They've lost a lot of money. I think they're saying 500 million or something. I mean, I don't know where the NBA is going to go with their TV rights. It seems like to me they should have just stuck with what they were doing on TNT. I mean, I don't know.
I've actually enjoyed the Peacock channel. I've actually enjoyed the coverage when I've watched the games. It's weird, but they actually have games that start at 8:00. So sometimes like I get up late. It's kind of nice to have very rarely on a Friday. But I think Prime's just blowing everybody out of the water from their like coverage, the way they do the post game and pre game, the personalities they have on there. Haslam, Griffin seem to work, and they kind of rotate in a third guy there most of the time, but they're all pretty good. So I think Amazon Prime is kind of, and it's weird. Last night I was thinking about that, Brian. You kind of bring that up. Is like it's Saturday night now with inside the NBA guys, which is Thursday night was always the night. Now it's Saturday night. Yeah. They're going to be so kind of just. I think it's just a whole different NBA landscape. But if you're losing $500 million or projected, that is not a good sign. If they're getting baseball back for a handful of games this year too.
Yeah, I heard that's Sunday night baseball.
Got to get Bob back on the mic. Bob Costas. They want to bring Bob Costas back.
Are they bringing Joe Morgan back?
Well, that would be nice. When do they can bring him back? Like I would really like that.
Brian's
has he passed Joe Morgan?
He passed a few years ago.
That's why I was like, that'd be AI.
He died like 5 or 5 years.
I messed up.
All right, here's my game. This will keep going. All right, I saw this thing about like these guys like doing NBA. So I just spun a wheel, and you got an NBA team that wasn't. So some of you might get a better chance than others. But I each gave you 3 teams, and we're gonna add up the total here. I'm gonna give it's gonna be name the smallest player you can from the team you get that you can remember.
Okay.
So, and then I'll add up the
Ever?
height
Or just this year?
that you can remember. No, ever for that played
Ever.
for that franchise.
Come on,
That-
give me the Hornets.
So, Brian, I'm going to go with you first, just because. Can you actually? We'll go with Tyler first. We'll go with Tyler first. Jazz, Tyler.
Earl Watson.
Earl Watson. All right. I'm going to add him up as the show.
Oh, did Earl Boykins play on the Jazz?
We don't know that.
You already
For
made
Earl
your
Watson.
answer.
AC, the Lakers.
I would say Tyronn Lue.
All right, Lou, good one. Brian, you get the Raptors.
The Raptors.
Kawhi. No.
No. I'm trying to think.
Just think of any player. It doesn't have to. You can think of it. Played for the Raptors.
I guess I'll say Vince Carter.
I don't like your chances early. All right, I like it. All right, Brian, we're gonna stick with you again. Well, I'm gonna go.
What about you?
I'm not doing. I already no. I already know all the players. I know all the. I've looked at the list. Trying to get Brian, Milwaukee Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks.
There's
a guy that used to play for them. His last name was Lee.
Lee. All right. Jung-Hoo Lee is.
Any Lee out there?
Jung-Hoo Lee is on there with it. All right. Since Casey, I guess, disappeared. Oh, there's Casey. I was like, where'd he go? Just about to say his team. Casey, you get the Denver Nuggets.
Matumbo. No, just, Earl Boykins.
You gave Earl Boykins on like 3 teams.
I know you get a lot of chances though. Tyler, you get the Rockets.
Dikembe.
All right. Aaron Brooks.
Not a bad call there. All right, Brooks there at it. Casey, you get the Knicks. Sorry,
The Knicks.
Yep.
The old Knicker.
Oh, Nate Robinson.
Nate, all right, good call there. He played for a few teams as well. Brian, last one for you. Smith, who are we go with on this one?
Where are we going?
Well, you got the Suns.
The Suns. Steve Nash.
Nash. All right, we knew we were going to go there with it. All right, and then all right, Tyler, you got the last one here. He's going to go with the Celtics. I have for Tyler. As he goes on the list.
I wish somebody gave me the Hawks. I would definitely know that.
Ben Webb, yeah, that would have been an easy one. Whoever got that one. All right, Tyler, what do you got for the Celtics?
The Celtics.
The Celtics.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas. All right, not Tiny Archibald. No, I was kidding. I was kidding.
Isaiah Thomas played for the Celtics.
Yeah, remember he
The lefty.
MVP.
Oh,
not the righty, not the
oh,
Washington.
I'm thinking about the guy from the Pistons.
Yeah, no, he got it. All right, I'm going to add up that total here as we kind of get into the next thing here. Somebody I heard on for college basketball said if Cooper Flagg came out this year, he'd be the 6th pick behind the freshman.
Jamal Mashburn.
Yeah,
he was on my loser of the week. I think he's an idiot.
We'll keep it there with it, Jamal. Sorry, join the show if you want to make a point to Tyler on that. It is college basketball time when it does get to the end of the Super Bowl. February, March is, it's obviously baseball. It's kind of a little dead time there, and so I feel like college basketball kind of makes a little run back. So, anything, Tyler, you've been watching? Your Arizona Wildcats still stay undefeated too?
Oh my! Just a fun season for me. This team's loaded. They've beaten good teams, 22-0 record for Arizona, and the good history they've had in the last 50 years, or since the late 80s, since Lute Olson. They've been good pretty consistently. This has been a fun team. They are loaded. They have 3 freshmen that are NBA players. I don't know. They're not Cooper Flagg. They're not going in that top 6. Well, maybe one of them. But none of them are going above Cooper Flagg. That was a stupid comment. But Arizona's good. They got a tough road ahead of them, though. They got 8 games against ranked teams from Houston to Kansas twice.
Yeah.
Who else do they got? They got Iowa State, who's like number 3. They got
That's a tough.
That's a tough. they got a tough run coming up. It's gonna prepare them for the NCAA tournament.
I saw the Cal case, big win again yesterday versus Miami. They lose to Florida State, a terrible team, but they get lucky out of They beat Tyler Bryant's Miami Hurricanes. We beat we beat them on the college basketball side. So that's coming around the corner here. College basketball, March Madness will be here sooner or later as we hit February 1st today. I guess before I get to some baseball stuff, Brian, are you interested at all in this Super Bowl?
I mean, this was the least interested I've been in championship games in a while. I barely watch them.
When you lose that divisional round, it can be painful. I'm just saying that could be that's right. I'm as a fan that has experienced it not as much as you guys, at least being in that round recently. But I remember that does not feel good when you're that close to it. So.
But I mean, I hate both of those teams, the Rams and the Seahawks. Like, I had a hard time. Like, who do I want to win that game? It was just really tough.
What do you wash your car? What? Take it easy.
I was watching a documentary on Paramount Plus.
What documentary was this, Brian? I am absolutely riveted.
What was the documentary called? What was it? The McMahon documentary, Brian? Which one were you watching? Do you remember?
No, it was about some a recent guy who was like a serial killer.
Oh, Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
Is that the guy that has the tattoos thing?
Yeah, psychopath.
It was like a really good documentary on Paramount Plus about it.
I watched that as well, Brian. We should do a little short podcast.
And then I did watch on Netflix. I saw the Gonzalez documentary, the guy the tight end from the Patriots, like the guy that
Hernandez.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good documentary if you watch it.
That's
how about the show on FX? They had a show on FX.
Oh, Chubby.
That was always the funniest thing to be on that part of it. So Super Bowl this week. Tyler, you gonna go down there? Check it out.
Hell no. I wouldn't go if that for playing. I hate crowds. Disneyland's the max amount of crowds I can handle. I don't do any other crowds. But losing on the divisional, we got smoked. It wasn't that bad. It's the fact that it was the Rams and Seahawks playing to play in Levi's for the Super Bowl is the most painful part. Probably the two franchises I hate the most.
Yeah.
I know I hate Seattle more than Los Angeles because I was cheering pretty hard for Los Angeles at the end of that game. I was like, come on.
Yeah, kind of.
No bias.
No bias whatsoever. You're like, tie. So that was kind of some NFL stuff. The Super Bowl coming up. We'll try to do a preview before the show next week on Sunday morning there. We'll see if Terrell wants to jump on as well. Join us for that one. So what do you guys? Raiders still don't have a coach.
It's the favorite is the offensive coordinator from Seattle. That's who they want.
Kubiak.
Yeah.
Gary Kubiak.
Chase, how you feeling about the Cougs?
I mean, anything besides Greg Olson process will be down with. No, not the Panthers tight end, Greg Olson, the other one. But
I would actually take the Panthers Greg Olson tight end as my coach over that Greg Olson you guys have. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be something new, something fresh. I hope from everything looks like Kubiak, I mean, at least he's inventive, like the play calls don't look so generic and it's just not like base formations handed off and third to your tight end, and I don't know. We'll see though, but I mean we need a lot of help anyway, so it's a very we're starting out low bar, but hey, if you get a good quarterback and a good coach that can propel you to, I mean, look at Washington, at least they have appeared to be a great franchise quarterback and a coach that at least is not awful, it can lead the way a little bit. So
I don't get our fascination with Seattle though. It's like it's like, my gosh, are we just gonna every year just like get somebody from the Seahawks? I mean, I don't get it. Like it's just it feels like the cycle.
Seahawks, Patriots. We've tried everything, man.
Everything.
I mean, successful franchises you try and copy.
So yeah, we try to do that. I guess Seattle.
I always feel like they're like, yeah, he's going to be a great guy, and then the Raiders get to be, man, this guy's like the worst guy on the staff. Like, why do we always get the worst of theirs?
I also heard there was talk of maybe trying to do championship games in neutral sites. In a dome. What do you guys like the idea? I guess you remember the game, the Bills. When the Bills-Bengals game was never made up because of the Hamlin situation. I guess I forgot they had sold tickets in Atlanta, Georgia, if they were going to meet up and that playoff spot mattered. I kind of forgot they did have something like that set up. So it makes me think that might be the pattern they go in the future.
Because that seems like a special circumstance.
No, but I'm saying as an owner, you look at it and you're like, all right, now we can get teams to a neutral site, kind of like a college football atmosphere. I can see.
But as an owner, wouldn't you want it to be like, let me reward myself if my team is successful? I don't want to give that up. I don't want to share with teams that don't try just because now it's on a neutral site. We have to split it 32 ways. I mean, maybe some of the owners do want that because they don't try and they don't like put the money that the other teams do. So they'll vote for that. But I hope enough owners don't do that. And I love watching January football. It's part of the lore of football. It's been going on for years, like the Ice Bowl. There's always been weather involved in these January games. Or at least, not always, but some of the time. Yeah. Why are we ending that? For what?
No, I hear you. That makes sense there. I mean,
Jared Goff is like, please.
Like, I don't know. It seems like it's more favorable to certain teams to build their franchises around their own state. I don't know. It seems like you're helping other teams while you're hurting certain teams.
Yeah, I think that would be really stupid.
Brian, what's the guy's name that does the show with Phil Simms on the morning show, the PFT? What's that guy's name? You don't always like him. He does the show, Pro Football Talk.
Florio.
Yeah, Mike Florio. Yeah, he was the one.
Chris Simms, right? Not Phil.
Yeah, you're right. Chris Simms. Phil, Chris, who gets that? Yeah, no, he was the one that said that they were looking into doing that. So in the future. So if he says it, there's a 50.
I don't know. I just think Florio makes some dumb comments like one year.
Man, when you got to do content every day.
If Tom Brady isn't on the 49ers, I'll take a pie to the face. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, he wasn't the Hugh Jackson. I'll swim in the ocean or what river if we don't win a game. Tyler, your boys out in San Francisco, they signed Arreaz. You happy about that? You get a little second baseman love, a little contact hitter there. How you feel? Your lineups. I'll get the lineup up here. It looking stacked. You feel a little better now because of it? Or no,
not at all. We get 140 singles, no walks.
Yeah.
I don't know, 350 hitter, slow runner, below average second base defense. I don't know. It's okay. It's better than what we had. It's better than Casey Smith.
You get Devers there a little bit too. You get Devers batting behind a projected order here. Anyways, a little news there for the Giants. Sounds like it doesn't move the needle for you at all.
I mean, now to put that lineup right next to that Dodger lineup and say, how you feeling? Are you feeling like you're going to win anything here?
Yeah, I hear you on that.
It's a little hard to get excited about Luis Arreaz.
I got you there.
If you sign Framber Valdez, I'll be like, all right, we're wild card contention. That's the move to make.
How many home runs does he hit? Does he hit two? Does he hit 2 home runs?
At AT&T, 0 home runs. No home runs at home.
And then Brian, the A's, they signed Wilson. I felt like there was you got a little. I appreciate your love and that passion there. Like I said, can we get past mid-May this year? Can we get? I don't want you to give up early. It's a long season. We got to build through it.
I'm going 162 games this year.
Man.
Yeah, can we put a Fatboy Fadeway podcast over under on when A's baseball is not exciting anymore for Brian?
I'm gonna say
no. I just feel like I have an excitement about this team. We're gonna have like Premier Kurtz. Like when we brought Kurtz up last year, he was still feeling his way into the lineup, and now you're gonna have a guy who's just legit and can hit home runs, and I just feel like that lineup is legit. And I feel like with a younger team, I feel like your pitching's going to develop at some point. I just feel like they're doing it through the draft. So I don't know. I feel excited, and I have a right to feel excited.
You should feel excited. That's not the question. That is not the question.
You stay excited for a decade.
You were excited last year is my point. That's why I'm messing with you a little bit.
It was that Seattle series that was a killer.
And then, I mean, there was Niners news, and you were like, "Forget the A's. I'm back in on the Niners." That's what I
remember. I said the World Series brought my interest back to baseball.
That's true.
I said 162 games this year.
It was almost like the fantasy football season started, and you said baseball. Backburner.
Brian, we're trying to get. All right,
I'm just kidding, Brian. I hope the A's are, like you said, Kurtz has a chance to be a generational player.
And they signed 5 guys that are young, right, Casey?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I mean,
and they re-signed Brent Brooker. He's
underrated
in that lineup.
I mean, this is the highest payroll they've had since 2019. They said. At 90 million right now, and 92 point something was the highest ever in 2019. That's so pathetic. But,
that's insane. Are any of you two offended that he became a big Oakland fan when they move out, or a big A's fan when they move out of Oakland?
I'm not offended.
John Fisher sucks. Why you spend money? You didn't have money. Apparently, you had. If not, that's a cool couch where you find a lot of change underneath. But I mean. That's crazy, man. It's just like 7 years, 70, Rooker 120. It's like the pitcher, like what, 60 million. It's just like, man, like, well, these contracts were never like.
It's funny because those aren't even like big contracts for Major League Baseball.
No,
they're huge contracts for the A's. I mean,
no, I know. That's why I agree there. That's the funny part.
It was like, man, we're signing guys for like 1.7 or $500,000.
Right there. If they could sign Shea too, I mean, they'll have one of the best 6 guys for at least the next 3 years.
They got
that's
2
a pretty good lineup.
Guys.
They do need a little bit more speed. If I could get like one more and another power hitter.
Butler's there. I mean,
I need him to hit better this year. And he was too inconsistent last year.
Well, he was one of the signings.
Yeah, he was. No, I'm saying that he had a great end of the. I would still sign him for the deal he had and what you get out of it. It's just he needs to be better. That's 245 is not going to get the job. You got to hit a little better.
Good average nowadays.
I guess so. Yeah, no, he is there at that. So yeah, some MLB news. Ken, we'll see. Maybe the Giants maybe surprise us and get a little Valdez action or something like that. That Tyler would be shocked by. Yesterday on 7th inning, I ripped on the Nationals. Ripped on the Brewers because you're trading aces. That ticked me off this week. Bellinger to the Yankees as well. So we talked a little Diamond Notes there with it. So check out that show that I do sometimes on Variety Sports Network as well.
But I just want to, I'm gonna talk about the A's. If you look at the last 5 years, they have really improved. Like 5 years ago, they were pitiful.
They've gotten
slowly improving. So.
They at least have players they got liked, but they also got rid of Matt Olson. They got rid of Chapman. You know what I mean? They also kind of just said we're going to throw in the towel. That's the part I think where if you're an A's fan like us, when they were in Oakland, it was like
not me anymore, buddy. Let's go Reds. Let's go.
Can you name one of their?
You lost a big player this week. That's a big player.
The Reds are downhill for now.
It's too early for that.
Doug and Casey together. Loving those Reds. All right, here's my trivia for the week baseball wise I did yesterday. I played for 15 seasons from 2009 to 2023, getting about 1,600 hits, 129 homers, 120 RBIs, batted 298, starting my career in Cleveland. These stats were very close to actually our guy Placido Palata I gave you last week, Tyler, a couple weeks ago. Any guess on that one? Any guess? Tyler, I see you pondering. You want to throw a name out?
Starting my career, I played 15 seasons from 2009. I guess I just quit playing.
I think hit number 2.
I'm not ready.
Brady Sizemore?
Travis Fryman.
Those are good guesses. That's what Fryman. Travis Fryman. I forgot. Wow, pulling it out of the bag there. Nice. That's good there. I was a 5-time All-Star, finishing 3rd in AL MVP voting in 2014 behind Mike Trout and the great, I hated him, Balfour, Victor Martinez there.
Hey, Victor.
And I batted left-handed. So he wasn't get obviously 38. Sizemore, you're kind of on the. I guess you're right.
Carlos Baerga.
What team was what team was on the 2000?
That's too early. That's not 2009.
2020. Carlos at 60. What a performance! Come on, Tyler. Come on. Logan got it on hit number 3. Took Logan 3 hints and he got it. Took Logan 3. And Logan's he's pretty good at this.
Was he in Cleveland in 2014? That's the question. Yeah.
I can't.
Coco Chris.
That's a good guess. No, it's not Coco, but a solid
Travis Hafner. I think he retired earlier than that.
It was not Hafner. All right, hit number 3. I lost both World Series I played in with the Astros in 2019 and 2021. I only played for the Indians and Astros. Logan, boom, got it right now. That was the one for him that set it off.
What's the lefty's guy's name? I can think of him.
Jordan?
No, he's an outfielder. He's kind of slow. He has a great swing.
And Tyler's got the right track.
I know who it is. I just can't think of his name. Like he's a Latino guy.
He's got the video of him talking to his dad in the stands during the World Series. Let's go. We got before batting practice. It is the great Michael Brantley.
Yeah,
that's what
I told you.
I knew it right there. He told you. All right. I got a couple flashback for you guys too. So why don't we jump into winners and losers of the week? Because we'll probably have something there we want to go a little farther with too. So Brian, where do you want to start us out with? Winners or
I'll do loser of the week.
All right, what do you got for loser of the week?
I was kind of shocked when I was at the gym and there was a women's basketball game on, and Stanford was not ranked in the top 25, and they're not even ranked at all. So I was just a little bit shocked about that. It's kind of shocking to see them not as good as they used to be, because they always used to have the number 1 seed in March Madness. So I don't think this ACC move to Stanford has really worked out.
It doesn't help when you get rid of one of the best coaches of all time in college basketball. That also kind of murders your program for most people, especially when you're Stanford and not like a Duke or something like that. But I saw the same thing. It's funny you mentioned that too. I saw something crazy that like Cal men and then the women Cal team beat Stanford on the same weekend. It was like the first time in like 58 years that it had happened or something like that. So I thought that was kind of crazy. Case, what do you got for a loser of the week?
I got Paul George, man. Sucks, dude. 25 games.
Perception B or whatever.
So that's not good. In the 1 year, they're actually like 26 and 21, and he's been a shell of himself. I mean, he's been good, but 25 games, and the best thing I heard is that it gets him pretty much underneath the luxury tax, I guess, by him losing this money. So
$1 million.
25 more, 25 games, but they said, dude, I was like, man, that's a nice check, bro. Like $470,000 a game.
Yeah, Shams said he'll lose $12 million in the 25 games. That's not a little thing there. I saw the thing. I haven't followed up on it yet, but the guys on the show before the Inside the NBA thing were saying it. I was thinking the same thing. Is when I read it took it for like a mental health thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, something's not adding up. Like in terms of, is it? I get they have a list of stuff, but I don't know. There's something with the idea this would help you with it, but I don't know. So I try to figure out. There has to be more to the story there. You know what I mean? In terms of what that.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was sorry. You know, he said he'd been.
Yeah, he apologized.
Yeah, so I mean, you never know what's going on. So
I just wonder where the NBA. There must have been more pattern to it than like, this thing helps me with my mental health. But you know what? This helps me with not having heart attacks. Nope, you can't take it. Sorry, it's like I don't know what something like crazy like that.
Like they do, what they make fun of Kenny. Give him the blue pill.
Give him the blue pill. Prescription P. I thought it was a funny video. I saw that. Tyler, what do you got for loser of the week?
A personal one for me is coaching. I had tryouts last weekend. I have the draft the Monday after the Super Bowl. This time period in between absolutely sucks. I hate it. I'm like, and there's only 2 teams. So I'm like, let's just separate this thing real quickly, like make it as fair as possible. And we can have our relationships with the kids we want on our teams. And like, obviously we might have to argue and change some things around. And they're just dead set on this draft where I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's 2 teams. One team. I know I'm not going to get screwed because have played. I know the players for the last like 8 years. This guy's never coached before, and I just like, I don't know. And it just I just build it up in my head.
So you like you're poaching other players? Is that what you're
No, not poaching. I just
you know more.
I know the players better, so I know the draft's gonna not hurt me. But
you're Mario Cristobal, and the other guy's Manny Diaz, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. He's never coached in his life.
That's what I thought with the
He's
first.
just trying to help out. I was like, why don't we just split
list?
these teams?
Do you do like a list of 40, or do you have it like
There's only 22 kids for 2 teams. It's not. It's easy. Just let me split them. So they'll be fair.
Do you put them in the portal?
But who in the portal?
Tyler, are you gonna be nice and help the coach get some talent?
No, I'm not. If he wants to do a draft without me splitting, no, I'm playing for keeps.
I remember whenever I did that draft for Mark West the first year, because was assistant coach of that league the year before. And I had like a list of 50, and I just remember I had to be like the third guy. And I was like 31. I was like, this is good. And I was like, well,
did I miss something?
I missed something here. I was like, that's so that was that with it. All right. My loser, or Tyler, you did your loser. So I got my loser.
I have more, but you can
go ahead. Go then.
Well, I got NFL Hall of Fame, Bill Belichick, Bill Polian. What is going on? Literally, if you factor in defensive coordinator on the Giants and grow it, like all that stuff, and then all these Super Bowls with the Patriots, how is this guy not an automatic first ballot Hall of Famer? Like, this takes a lot of votes for this to happen.
Cheated.
Who cares? A lot of guys
deflate gate.
Lawrence Taylor was touching underage women. He's in the Hall of Fame. It's not. What are we talking about?
That's not a good thing. It's one of the dumbest things, right, Brian? This guy's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean,
of course he is, right?
I know. I just like to give Adam a hard time about it, but
yeah, it is good.
Which is good. You should.
It's because they stuck it to Jordan Hudson, and they're just like,
I feel like this is karma for him being so good. I hope that him being in North Carolina is an absolute disaster with his girlfriend.
I think he's looking for his next girlfriend.
She was supposed to get him in the Hall of Fame. It didn't work.
He's gonna start pulling the Leo treatment. You're 25. You're out.
25. So if Bill does it again, that definitely means that like Kraft or Tom shouldn't get it on their first one, right?
You'd think.
I mean,
that's not happening though. They're not going to go against another owner then they're not going to go against Tom.
Man, eats avocado ice cream. We got to get him in the Hall.
Bill's getting it all.
Tom Brady's man. It's so funny with him. Like, I know he's such a hard worker. Like,
he got suspended for like 4 games. So
I know. But it's weird, like his personality too. Now,
like brought Jimmy G to the Niners by getting.
He did get suspended 4 games. You're right, Case. I kind of forget about that because that's so long.
He would have got suspended more. Like they went to court, but then they're like, "Oh, the season's starting, so just F it. We'll give him 4 games." That sounds good.
Well, it sounds like he got screwed, and there was really no malpractice. But
what do you
for
mean?
The Flake Gate, it was cold. It's cold. My tires deflate at night when it's cold.
He's old. He's
got a 5-year plan. What's that to live?
All right, that's a good one.
You can't just be deflating balls. Come on.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. To get back to your
exactly.
I mean, that's just like
screw the Patriots. They cheated the whole. How do you think Kurt Warner feels?
3-time
champion.
In the Hall of Fame now. Rich would be in the Hall of Fame if it wasn't for Tom.
Dick Vermeil would still be crying.
I gotta watch Invincible again on that note. Tyler, you got another
story.
I had Jamal Mashburn, and you brought up that with Cooper Flag. Yeah. This is a loaded freshman class. I'll give the freshman class, Houston, but Cooper Flag is unbelievable. Like I still think he'd be the first overall pick.
The Houston guy, I really like the freshman there that they got. I think he's a guard. Number 3, I think.
He's really good.
I had loser of the week.
Hold on, one more loser. Draymond, he getting a technical. I find it very ironic that I got a technical
just
foul.
Ship him out for be honest.
Brian, you'll agree with me on this one, I promise. I find it this is what Draymond said. I find it very ironic that I got a technical foul for telling a Caucasian referee not to put his hand in my face. As a black man in America, don't put your hand in my face. That's why he got a technical foul.
Well, he's never stomped on a white guy, so
he's never punched a teammate in the
He was
face
European.
in America. I don't know. Rashad McCants, of all people, who I think is an idiot half the time, not the best reply. He says, sorry, of all the people with the, where is this? Another. This is what he said. I saw you punch another black man in the face for no reason, though. He was your teammate in America. I find it ironic, too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Steve Kerr, is it better if they get Giannis or they get rid of Draymond? Which one would he stay more with? Which one would he stay more? It's more likely.
That's crazy quote.
Yeah, that is a very crazy quote on that one. Draymond never
he never takes responsibility. That's the thing. Like,
yeah. And if he does, very quickly, right?
If he does, it's always like he's so like I don't want to say loud because that's not the right word, but he's just so like demonstrative of like, yeah, I messed up. I got to be smarter. And it's just like, just don't pick and choose when you can say it. You know what I mean? Like you're making your own narrative, which I get, but it's like it's obvious. You can't say stuff and then like we see it and it's like, no, I didn't like kick him in the balls. It's like, man, you nailed him in the balls like
twice.
Steven Adams is still not recovered.
It's a natural shooting motion. Like that's not.
Send him to Milwaukee.
Get him out of there, Brian. I like.
Could you imagine if like someone of us did that in pickup ball? We'd be pissed. Like,
totally out of it. I also had
Kyle high knees.
Yeah,
that's the best defense I've ever seen.
That was offense.
Getting down half court. He's like, you want to guard me full court high knees.
I just remember when the ref like that was a Draymond conversation. If that was and you're like they call it double foul, you're like, what do you want me to do? He's just knee me the balls.
That was kind of what I had the Warriors first quarter defense versus the Pistons, not the best there. And then the Nationals, rinse and repeat. We traded for one. We had the best player maybe in the league. We traded Juan Soto. We got 3 players back for him that are really good. It looks like we traded Gore. Abrams we're probably gonna get rid of, and we'll see what happens with Wood. We're just gonna rinse and repeat. I hate teams that do that type of stuff in Major League Baseball. So they're my loser of the week there. Brian, what do you got for winners?
For winner of the week, I got to congratulate my boy Adam Darwish for his team making the Super Bowl. A lot of people doubted the Patriots all year, but they made it to the Super Bowl. So
thank you, Josh. Thank you, Stidman, or whatever his name is.
Jarrett.
He looked. I mean, we should have also thrown loser of the weekend. The Broncos coach for that goes for the field goal there. When you're up 7-0 in the AFC Championship game. Chase, what do you got for winner?
Winner? I'm gonna go with Royal Rumble.
Really? All right. Yeah. I was gonna ask if that was a winner of the week or loser of the week. It is.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was like, it's the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah. Who won?
Roman Reigns won the men's, and then Liv Morgan won the women's.
Yeah, and then Gunther retired AJ Styles. He's becoming the giant killer, as you say.
Is he the biggest star now in that business, or is it still Uso?
Well, he's what would you say? Like he's like the new Randy Orton, kind of like the legend killer,
something like that.
Gotcha.
But I think it was smart for the WWE to have Roman Reigns win it, just because you need some more interesting going on with that. So
did you do this after?
Is he still the biggest star? Is he still the biggest star?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I always enjoy when he's the champion. It brings more, interest. Yeah.
I mean, Seth is close, but I would say Roman's still the number one.
Yeah,
Cody's there, but his thing's been I don't know, for me it's kind of faded a little bit, but
Seth Rollins has to be the guy, that attack Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
So does Cody, when he goes bad, like at some point, so he'll go from obviously blonde hair to like natural cut? Like, I mean, is that the next move for Cody Rhodes? That line
do the face paint.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Mini Gold Dust.
I mean, originally when they brought him up, he was a bad guy. He was on like a faction with Randy Orton, so
maybe he could go back to it. Then he could go back to being a bad guy. Because I mean, I feel like I'm kind of the same way. Case like that run can only last so long. So I think it makes sense there. I'll Tyler, let you go last for winner of the weeks this week. I actually had Arizona. I had UConn. They're on a 17-game winning streak. Looking pretty tough college basketball. And then how about Mr. Alcaraz? I saw he won his 7th major, completed the Grand Slam, the youngest guy to have a Grand Slam. He's only 22 years old. So Sinner went down to the Joker, who's also a winner of the week. My God, this guy just is like father time. I mean,
I don't think he'd lost at the Australian Open in like 8 years.
No, he's unreal. I mean, like he might be. Like I said, at some point, do you think of him as better than Federer?
He was going for his 25th Grand
Slam. That's the most.
That's what I mean, but a lot of people still would say Federer.
I think Joker's the best.
Yeah.
Because Joker, he overtook Federer and Nadal. So.
Yeah.
This
Alcaraz guy is pretty good.
Oh, he's on pace to be. You stole both my winners. I had Arizona. We talked about them a little earlier. We don't need to rehash that. But I had Alcaraz. 7 Grand Slams at 22. Like you said, complete the Grand Slam.
Unreal. Well, you forgot Buster Posey signed our Arreaz. Come on.
Great job, Buster. Keep it going. The A's are outspending you this offseason. Let's step it up.
I think the A's will have a bit more wins than the Giants this year.
Calling it out. Call the shots. I want to get back to the smallest lineup ever just to give you the results of that real quick here before I get to my couple flashbacks here. So, Brian, you had Toronto, Milwaukee, and the Suns, and you went with 6'6" Vince Carter. Not a good start for smallest lineup there of all time. You could have gone Muggsy Bogues. He was a Raptor. I thought I tried to put. I was trying to thought going you with the Raptors there. You got lucky with that one. I looked up the leagues.
I swear he was a black guy in his last name.
Well, I'm not. I only see 3 leagues.
Jared, you got to insert black guy into the search bar.
I put up an NBA reference here with the last name lead.
I thought he played like point guard so that's why I threw that name out there. So.
There's David Lee, a lefty.
Carlos Lee.
There's a Courtney Lee. You could have gone with him, or there. I'm guessing you weren't thinking Clyde Lee, who played from 1967 to 1977.
I think he's thinking Courtney.
Maybe it's L.I., Darren. Look up L.I.
L.I. Lee. So Brian goes
why couldn't you give me the Hawks? Come on.
And then you went Steve Nash. He's a solid 6'3". So Brian, you got 3rd place already in this list as well. Tyler wraps up. He gets 2nd place in the smallest lineup he could come up with. He had the Jazz and Earl Watson 6'1". He had the Rockets, Aaron Brooks 6 feet exactly. So that's pretty good there on the buddy. He's a small NBA player. And then Isaiah Thomas and the Celtics 5'9". So a good list there. Casey though gets Tyrone Lue on the Lakers. He's 6 feet tall, so he ties Aaron Brooks. Nuggets, Earl Boykins 5'5". And then Nate Robinson 5'9". So he ends up Casey ends up with the small. So maybe I'll have you guys next week.
Yeah, but what was the potential of who was the smallest guy in Utah?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
I thought you had a whole list for looking.
No. I don't know exactly team by team how you can do it. I know all-time list on that side. So maybe who was the guy? Howard Isley? Is he smaller? We can't. Is that throwing Howard Isley there? So that's a little fun there. I thought with them being there with it. All right. So we said college basketball's back. This was like one of the main highlights, and the thought of this happening in a basketball game is the maintenance crew. I feel bad for you. Always when I see this guy toward Pittsburgh breaking the glass.
The backboard's made different now.
Yeah.
Send it in, Jerome. I mean, my goodness, you're the mate. What do you have back then? Can you grab another one right away?
Was that a one-handed dunk? I don't think I've ever seen a one-handed. I know I've seen that play before, but I
just thought that was like one of those funny highlights where you.
That's crazy.
Just where you break the glass on that side of it. So there's a little flashback video of the week as well.
I think for Super Bowl preview we should start Casey's push-ups.
Casey?
How about that?
Next week, I think you got to try to get all 100 in for us.
Next week I'll do it, my man. Next week.
All 100. He's coming in with all 100 on there with it. So there's your little flash. All right. Well, good show, guys, this week. We'll see what's happening for Santa Clara. Thankfully, we live probably far enough. We won't have to have the result of traffic from over there with it. So, all right, guys, you guys have a good week ahead. We'll see you guys for Fatboy Fadeaway 257.